4 more years. 4 more years. To the Dougie. I don't remember that song. Anyways. Hey everyone, welcome back to the Mark Loeffler Experience. Today we're going to be talking about Dougie. We're going to be doing the Dougie for 4 more years. And as always, this video is brought to you by Catano Loeffler Realty Services. If you're looking to buy a home, sell a home, or invest in real estate, definitely reach out to us. We're happy to help. Yeah, and we got 4 more years of Doug Ford and the Progressive Conservatives in Ontario. Now, is this good or is this bad? Well, let's just think about this. They are promising to build 1.5 million new homes over the next 10 years, which, to be honest with you, really is just a drop in the bucket. But if they actually get through some of the stuff that they're talking about, can that correct into the future? Right? That's the biggest thing. Can that correct into the future? Why it might just be good because the other parties didn't get in. Let's just talk about it. I didn't do this before the election, but Liberals were going to do province-wide rent control. So they were going to take out the 2018 mandate that the Ford government put in. Here's the thing. When that happens all the time and that changes all the time, what it does is basically disincentivizes people from ever building in Ontario. If you don't know what's going to happen over the next 4 years, 8 years, 10, 50 years, are you going to build a big building where you can rent it and do everything? To me, this looks like an unstable political economy. That's what they're saying out there. I mean, the Liberals and the NDP are going after the same voters. And obviously the NDP are doing a better job of telling their story because they got more voters. Although the Liberals did increase their seat count by 14%. They went from 6 to 7. And the NDP went down. So I don't know. They talk about creating a home building corporation, which is, we don't need more government in this, right? We need less. They did talk about cut the red tape, but they had no plans, unlock more provincial land by burying electric transmission lines. And if you were up north when that storm happened 2 weeks ago, if those were buried, we would still all have had electricity. I'm just putting that out there. What are the Conservatives saying? Oh, actually, let's talk NDP first. NDP. Can we get somebody in your party that understands economics? Because introducing real rent control, this is what they talk about. Ensuring rent control for all units in Ontario, as well as a guarantee you will pay what the previous tenant paid. So definitely socialism. How does that make any sense? They don't regulate, I guess this isn't a basic need, but well, no, it is bread. They don't regulate bread prices. They don't regulate egg prices, milk prices. Why are they regulating this? Obviously, because those other ones are huge corporations that run these. A lot of the people who are landlords are individual people, and they don't have the voice. They don't have the clout. But hopefully, this is why the NDP will never get in, because they say silly things like that. Yeah, and loopholes in the rent control by putting an end to vacancy decontrol, which allows landlords to raise rents beyond annual guidelines when the unit becomes available. Yeah, anyways, not going to talk about that. They didn't get in, and they lost seats, so therefore didn't work. But they were going to build 1.5 million new homes either. And the Green Party. We won't talk about them because even the leader of the Green Party says, what's the point? They're never going to be in power in this, anywhere. Although he did make a very good point. He did say if he was leader of any of the other 3 parties, they would get more seats. And I actually believe him because he's actually very articulate and they have a decent platform, although they can say whatever the heck they want because they know they're never going to get elected. That's the silliest thing about our government is they know they're never going to get elected, so they can say whatever they want, bar none. All right, so what's going to happen? Incentivize municipalities to make timelier development and rezoning applications. So they're going to change the Planning Act and City of Toronto Act. They'll have to refund increasing portions of application fees if decisions not made within a set number of days. This is an issue. You submit something and then it takes so long for them to get back to you, and you're in and out for 2 years just getting permits. I don't know if just refunding the application fees are going to do it, but let's see. I mean, here's the thing. We talked about this earlier. Toronto bumped up their development charges 40%. That hurts, right? Anyways, changes to the Ontario Building Code to get homes built faster, including allowing 12-story mass timber buildings, streamlining multi-unit building approvals, and possibly allowing new low-rise multi-unit housing with single means of egress. So they're going to let you build up to 12-story stick-built, which is cheaper than concrete. Well, I mean, it is again, because lumber prices have come down a whole bunch in the last 8 weeks or so. That does help, of course. If you can use cheaper material, that makes cheaper housing at the far end, right? If you got to build everything out of concrete and it's expensive, get homes occupied faster. This is actually not bad. Exploring the possibility of allowing partial occupancy, so you'll be able to go floor by floor in a building rather than have to do them all before you get occupancy. Build 1.5 million new homes over the next decade, accomplishing by increasing density in urban and rural areas. They're only going to do that if they fix NIMBYism. Oh, this one is good, actually. If they do this and it comes through, because I don't know about you, but I'm a little jaded. I don't believe what politicians say that they're going to do. I mean, I still go back to Stephen Harper saying he's going to give us a 1031 exchange on houses, and then never did that because, we had a minority government. And then, by the way, 2 years later when he had the majority government, still didn't happen. And still hasn't happened to this day. So reducing Ontario Landlord Tribunal and Landlord Tenant Board backlogs. It should not take somebody 6 to 18 months to evict somebody from their property. It is ridiculous. In my opinion, it stops people from investing in Ontario, which means that money goes somewhere else, and they're voting with their dollars. They're going to the US, they're going out east, they're going to out west. They are not investing in Ontario. The number of people I know that don't invest in Ontario because of that reason is immense. So if they can fix that, that will help housing significantly and make tenants accountable. Jeez, what a word. Expanding non-resident tax, speculation tax, upping the tax to 20%, applying it province-wide, increasing fines on unethical behavior from developers and builders. I mean, sure. I mean, that's a good throw-in that we're going to do this. Hey, you're bad boys. We're going to come after you. On the surface, this looks all rosy and great. We're going to basically, we're going to cut red tape. And this is what he promised when he first came in, right? We're going to cut the red tape. Save money. We're going to cut the red tape at Landlord Tenant Board. We're going to cut the red tape in cities to get zonings and building permits through quicker. I don't know. I'm very skeptical on this, and there's probably smarter people than I am that are working on this. And obviously, the reason they got elected is they are the best, worst option out there. And I'm just putting that out there. This is the best, worst option. Dougie's a bit of a buffoon, but he is the best, worst option at this point. Anyways, guys, comment down below. Let me know what you think is going to happen in the next 4 years. I know what I'm doing. I think you guys know what I'm doing. But that's another video. Thanks, everyone. We'll catch you next time. And if you're still here, we have our next meetups coming June 20th, July 18th, and August 22nd. We'll put it in the first comment down below. We'll put the links in for that. All right, everyone. You guys have a great day. We'll catch you next time.